How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another dive video. Thank you guys so much for your patience. The channel has been dry from a video for about a month now. We have a couple shorts every now and then, but an actual video on Ishik Adventures has not happened in a while. Me and Jason just decided to take a little break. My girlfriend Mariel also came to Cairns, Australia, actually, for just shy of 3 weeks. So we were also able to go onto 2 boats with Pro Dive, and I was able to get a lot of dive footage. So this video today is just leftover footage from what I had from before, but we are back to it, making videos on the channel every week. So Jason has a good amount of footage from the zoos and aquariums that he went to when he was back in Colorado, and I have a very good amount of dive footage from the 2 trips that me and Mare went on. So it's gonna be a lot of fish content for the next couple of weeks, so which I'm very excited to do and share to you guys about everything that we saw. So let's just get right into it. So this was a deep dive with some of my advanced guys. Again, this is before Mario came in. But we are at Coral Gardens, and Coral Gardens is a fan favorite. One, you just never know what you're gonna see here, and it is just such a gorgeous dive site. But once we got down to our deepest depth, we saw a cornet fish, actually, or Fistularia commersoni. And everyone thought that this guy was a trumpet fish, but I was like, there's no way that a trumpet fish, they can be at those depths, but just in this barren of a landscape, I was just like, that's not a trumpet fish. So they are related to trumpet fish, and their body shape is very similar. But cornet fish can actually be longer than trumpet fish by a whole 70 centimeters or 2 feet. And they're also much more streamlined with translucent fins, which makes these deep sand patches like amazing camouflage for them. I even had to look twice if that was in fact a fish. So I've been seeing a couple more of these guys the closer that I look, especially in these deep sort of sand patches. That's the only place I really find them at. But yeah, very cool. And then moving on, I hit a jackpot of nudibranchs. There's not going to be a dive video without a nudibranch, so if you're getting tired of these guys, sorry. I just love them. I think they're adorable. They're always such a cool thing to see. And here I saw 3, not only just 3, but when I looked over to my left a little bit, I saw a 4th. So I believe those 3 were elegant philidias, and this little tiny guy is the Chromadorus loki. If you could just see him tiny on that little green algae right there, that little white little oval. So that was a big sight to see. There was also a good amount of current, so it was kind of hard to sort of pinpoint them out, but yeah, very cool thing to see indeed. And then next up we have a lined dartfish, or Pteraliotris gramica. And dartfish are also called, I've heard them be called firefish in the States, or even wormfish, with a pretty good reason. You'll see here in a little bit, actually. But yeah, I've been trying to get a video of one of these guys for so long, especially since they are so cool looking, I think. And yeah, they're just very skittish. But as you just saw there, the reason that they're called wormfish is because they'll actually like sort of go and hide in little holes in the reef, mainly made by like Christmas tree worms or something like that. So this guy knows his little hole. He'll probably just stay around in this area. I just thought it was funny how his head is just bobbing up and down, just mainly because he does have to keep swimming. He's not a goby or blenny or anything like that. And then when we shallowed up later on in the dive, I was actually able to find another one and get a little bit better color correction, I guess you could say, just so it wasn't like just blue, but you can also see the yellow on its fin. It's got a little bit of orange going on as well. But yeah, I just think they're awesome, and I think they are so cool to see. And next up is just a fish that I have just never seen before, and I want to share everything with you guys that I find is interesting. But that's a yellowtail chorus right there, very, very cool. But that half black and half white one right there, I thought looked very interesting. I've never seen this guy before, but it is a black eye thick lip, or Hemigeminus millepteris. It would have been really hard to identify this guy if it wasn't for him swimming with his pectorals, which was just a key indicator that they actually are related to wrasse, and I just couldn't believe that this guy was actually related to a wrasse. Just didn't really look at it all like it, so I thought it was interesting, and yeah, just something I've never seen before. Now this next part isn't a fish showcase, but it is one of the main attractions of Coral Gardens, and why this dive site is so stands out from all the other ones is just this wall, like massive wall of lettuce coral. You can't really tell how large it is, my camera does not do it justice, but lengthwise it's probably longer than our boat. If you were to put our boat up next to it, it is probably, I would say, longer than that, from the very top of the reef reaching down to the bottom, sort of sloping on that wall, and just a gorgeous sight to see. I always love taking my students there and just hearing them like gasp or freak out through their regulator. It was also one of Mariel's favorite parts to see, so I just felt like I had to give it a little showcase and show it off a little bit there. And finally, guys, I want to lead you off on one of the best notes that this channel has gotten, and that is actually a freaking green sea turtle finally on the channel. It's honestly been ridiculous with how many turtles I see and how many I have not been able to get on camera. So finally got a green sea turtle on camera. One of my dad's favorite animals in the oceans. I think it might have been overtaken by octopus, but he still has a deep love for turtles, which is how they swim, how elegant they are. And yeah, this guy just did not mind us at all. He was just munching away on, I think it was like algae down there or something. But yeah, he did not care that there were like 4 of us just swimming right above him, just totally doing his own thing, which is, you know, very classic turtle move. This was just a little guy compared to the ones that we do see. We have a resident turtle at one of our dive sites, Gordon's, and he is pushing around 2 meters, or like 5.5 feet. He's absolutely massive, almost 100 years old. So it's good to see these younglings on the reef. And that is pretty much going to do it for today, guys. Thank you guys so much for joining me and my advanced crew on this deep dive. Saw some really cool things, and the Great Barrier Reef just shocks me every single day. So thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. If you guys are liking this content, just lets me know if this dive footage is actually what the people want to see. And I will see you guys in the next one.